primary biotope from where the plants grow and then they thrive. And how we can understand plants now is going to these places, the primal places, know where they come from, and what kind of conditions they like, and then we can extrapolate and understand why this plant is living in this land, or even knowing as an indicators how this plant can tell me what it needs to grow and develop into a mature climatic community, vegetative community. They call it a indicator of plants. So there are some indicators, there are plants that indicate that a soil lack of some elements or is in that condition. And to know that, we need to go to phytogeography, so studying the plants in the landscape. We have we're gonna go slowly in this, and we have 4 main places, very distinct one from the other one. And the 4th of them are in the alluvial plains, alluvial valley, so where the river spreads out in high season, in high rain season, and then shrink into the little bed, the fluvial bed, in low rain season, dry season. So around the river, we have the waterways. Normally is where the rocks are, rocks on the bottom, oxygenated running water, at least in a part of the year. And it's a highly movable environment. It's a highly, so when the big amount of rain falls and the river spreads, a lot of trees are very flexible to receive that amount of water and that push and that smash of the energy of the water. And it's a high dense, normally it's a very high dense place where there is a lot of plants one over another, so different strata of trees, different stratas and different photosynthesis rate. In the summer is full on photosynthesis because it still have a lot of water, and in winter and some of them are really perennial, so they can go with the photosynthesis all the year. So we have perennial and deciduous trees because of the high density community and different strata in height. So then we have alluvial dunes where there is more sandy. There are sand and dunes, so it's sandy and is very exposed to wind and sun through the summer especially. And this is a kind of biotope where plants like to be here, and they have been thriving and condition and evolve in these characteristics. So when you find a plant from this biotope in another place, you will say the roots are more hairy, the roots are more into condensing and cohesing for the sun, because the sun is very movable, so the plants try to phytostabilize the earth on where they live, and you will find these plants in places where the conditions are very similar. Then we have damp areas, oxbow lakes, where the ancient river, we call it Oxbow Lake, is like the old mouth of the river. When the river moves, sometimes it strangles itself and moves forward into another direction, and it leaves like a bow shape. If you see a satellite image, you will see a broken river, detached curve of a river. Another river is running into another shape into another place, and it left like like a bow damp places with a shape of a bow. And this is so the river goes up in high season and then floods them, put fertilized organic material, and then it recedes into the minor bed. And these places stay damp all day for a lot of months, so they get anaerobic, and a lot of clays also are here. So boggy anaerobic conditions, swamp, marsh, biotope with landscapes. So these places are phytostabilized by plants that like those conditions, more clayish, more anaerobic, with their life cycle through the year. And then the 4th place where we can see that the plants evolve from is the alluvial forest. The alluvial forest can be in all the spreading of these big bed, alluvial bed, like the river bed, but they're more stable where the water doesn't have so much strength to, because there are so many places where the trees are broken and the energy of the river is too high for them to live. So they are more evolving into the places of the ancient terraces of the fluvial plain, or places where the water doesn't have so much energy. And we have sedimentation, we have lime and clays also, and some mixed with rocks from the mineralization, so the weathering of the sides of the mountain, or the sides of the place. So 4 places, 4 different kind of plants, and so this is where the plants come from in our landscape, and then these places are in different climates, so the plants adapted for the different conditions. EDAFO is for earth and soil, climatic from climate, so climate and soil together, they create conditions for the different family plants to thrive.